Hi, I'm Julie Maida. If you don't already know me, I'm a licensed artist, designer, and illustrator, and today I'm going to talk about marketing your business. So, this is a topic I'm really passionate about. Also, something that equally frustrates me is this sort of idea that if you're an artist, you're a starving artist. And that's just not the case, especially anymore, this day and age. But one of the reasons that is sort of the thought process around what being an artist is because artists are taught to be artists, but they're not taught anything about business and marketing. And in order to survive as a business, and typically if you're an artist, you're in business, you have to learn those fundamentals. So this is a topic that excites me. I really want people to be successful in their creative endeavors. And I'm just going to cover some basics today about how to think about marketing in a completely relational, non-skeezy way, and just sort of the things that have helped me and what I recommend. So the first thing is having clear brand clarity. You want to make sure, and that's not just like your logo and your colors, but you want to make sure that you're crystal clear about who you are, what you do, and who you serve. So for example, if you go to my website, it says that I create beautiful, uplifting watercolor art for people who love nature. It is crystal clear what I do. People would never come to me for like dark gothy art because that's just not my thing. The reason it's important for you to understand that is because you don't understand who your audience is and who you're talking to and who the people are that you serve if you're not clear about your own brand identity. So once you kind of have that part figured out, your audience, or your people, as I like to call them, the people that you serve, are going to be in alignment with who you are and what you are offering. So my people, for example, are typically nature people, typically people that like animals. They want to feel uplifted, inspired, encouraged. That's my crowd. And so once you figure out your brand clarity and who the people are that you serve, then you have to go about finding those people and getting yourself in front of those audiences. And the question is, how do you do that? So I'm going to answer the question with some of the ways that have helped me. There are a million different creative ways that you can do this, but these are the ways that have been the most helpful to me. So the first is getting yourself into or aligning yourself with other people that have similar audiences to you. So you can do this through blog posts, podcasts, social media, YouTube videos, Instagram. I have met so many people. Like, social media is such a blessing and a curse in so many ways. But to give you an example, I am this week actually aligning myself with a nonprofit. They're an animal rescue and they have a wildlife center. And I've made a specific series of prints that are their rescue animals. And I'm offering the prints and donating 10% of my profits to the rescue, which gives me this nice opportunity to help an organization that I am aligned with. But also, it gives me the opportunity to get in front of their audience. Their audience are animal people that want to rescue wildlife, and those are my people. So that's a really good way to do it. Just finding those people that have a similar audience to yours will do wonders for your connections and your networking. And that's the best way that I suggest doing it online. If you're somewhere where you're doing like physical business, then go find your people. Like, where do they shop? Where do they hang out? Do they, my people are probably at like a rock climbing gym. So that's kind of another way to think about that. And then you want to, so this is a big one. You want to make content that resonates with your people. So this, everything that you say, the copy that you use when you write on your website and when you write on your social media, when you write on like a blog post, whatever kind of thing you're producing, you want to make sure that the language that you're using is connecting with those people. So I would use words like earthy and uplifting and encouraging. I would never use like harsh words or foul language in any of my marketing because that's just not what I do. If that's your thing, then that's cool, but that's just not what I do. So you want to make sure that the language that you're using is something that people are going to connect with when they read. It actually makes a really big difference, your copy and how people are connecting with it. So pay attention to that when you're doing like a social media post. How are you talking to people and how are you talking about what you do, and is it connecting with those people that you want to do business with. And then you want to make, another great way is just to make helpful content, like videos like the one that I'm making right now, or just in some way. The way to think about showing up is, how can I serve my people? So that's the question that I ask myself all the time. What benefit are they getting out of this? Am I making somebody feel good? Am I making them feel inspired? Am I creating something that's going to make their space more beautiful? Am I creating a helpful resource that will help somebody's marketing in their business? So when you approach any kind of platform, that should be the first question on your mind, is not what's in it for you, but who are you serving and how are you doing it? Like, what's in it for them? And then people really connect with that, and they'll find you, because they'll be interested in the content that you're producing that's providing for them the need that they need filled. So it's all about providing a need and a benefit for people. That's sort of the heart of what marketing is, and about connecting with the right people. It's like dating, finding the person that's the right person for you and for what you're doing. And then lastly, I would say offer amazing customer service. I cannot overstate the benefit of that. So when somebody does business with me, I make sure that they get the very best that I have to offer. I want to make sure they feel valued, that they feel listened to, that whatever it is that they bought from me, like if they're buying a print or an original, that I went above and beyond and it's a really good product. It's just not just some like terrible print that I paid $2 for. Like, it's a really nice piece of work. Or if I'm selling an original, I'll offer to custom frame it. Or if I'm working with a licensee, for example, like I'll ask them, what is it that you need for your season? And what do you wish that I were doing better? And I just really take that seriously, because people are experiencing you when they're doing business with you. And if you are the differentiator in your business, you're no longer a commodity. People are not shopping around. Like, anybody can shop for different prints, but when you put the experience in there for people to feel valued and connected with you, that's something that they're not necessarily going to get somewhere else. That's why, for example, I will go shop on Zappos as opposed to another shoe site, because Zappos has amazing customer service and I can get free shipping. So that's another component. And then once you find those people and you serve them well, ask them for referrals. Ask them, like, who else do you know? Do you know other people that are in this industry, or somebody that I can align myself with? Would you be willing to take a survey to tell me what you thought about this experience? That's why people always, give you those customer service surveys on the phone. It really matters. So I would say, just in summary, what we've gone over is basically make sure you have clear brand identity, make sure you understand who you are, what you're offering, who you're offering it to, how you're benefiting those people, align yourself together, and then just make sure you're producing content that aligns with all of that, and aligning yourself with other people that have similar audiences to yours, and again, provide amazing customer service. That's kind of my thing, is like the warm and friendly. So I hope this has been super helpful to you, and I look forward to helping you in the future. If you have a question or a comment or a topic that you want covered, I will respond to those. If you leave things in the comments, I produce content based on what people ask me about. So feel free to do that, and I would be happy to answer your question for you in the future.